Congrats to us. We'll be back to recap that in a second. All right, so big congrats to us. we hit Mythic 615. I don't know if that means that we're the 615th person to do it, or if it means like we're arbitrarily just puts us in the middle of the mix. I don't think they really talked about that. But yeah, sorry this got clipped into 2 videos. My computer blue screened during that mono white matchup, so you missed a big chunk of it as I rebooted. Honestly, that one looked really touch and go for a while. I'm surprised that we ended up winning it, but we both kind of bricked. We both were just kind of playing conservatively with our Adanto land. And finally I hit, I hit my Lord, attacked, gained up to 18, and they pretty much had to sacrifice their whole board. So let's take a look at... How do I bring this up? I think if I do this... Not sure... Okay, maybe if I close Arena, we can show the win record. But basically this morning, minus that 1 loss to black-green, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12-1 with the deck, the 19-land white deck. That's a pretty unreal record. So we went from the more or less the bottom of Diamond 2 to Mythic in about an hour and a half of play. I didn't record all of it. And we really hit it right at the line because it's like 7:45. I have to get ready to go to work. Jeez. All right. I think if I quit Arena, I want to get it to... yes, here we go. Perfect. So it's showing it. So you can see here... this is today. All right, yeah, 12-1. And this is where we were yesterday in the afternoon, in the evening when we were streaming. We went 11-5. This was way back when I tried the deck like last week and didn't win with it. But yeah, overall 11-5, 12-1. So that puts us at 23-6 to climb from the bottom of Diamond 2 to Mythic. Really, really good run, and we can go back here and see the win streak. You can see here's that loss that we took to the green-black player when we read them for not having finality. But here you can see 1, 2. So this is all from this morning, January 14th. And then this is from last night. Still a lot of wins in here. Yeah, so right here is where we stopped playing. Red deck wins and switched. Really good call by us. Red deck win was really a struggle. Every game was just like, it just seemed like it didn't matter. Our hands always sucked. Our opponents always had it. But this white deck, it just seems like it plays 21 drops. If we can go back to the list. If you count Adanto, if you count Legion's Landing as a 1-drop, it's like 21 drops, 4 Vanguards, 4 Marshals, 4 Histories, 4 Loxodons, 3 Conclaves, 2 Prides, and 19 Planes. And so your hands just are very samey, so you never have to mulligan, basically. And unlike with the red deck, you can keep a lot more, like the 2-landers work out a lot more often because Loxodon can be convoked down, Tribunal can be convoked. If you ever hit 3, you just go off. Like Benalish Marshal or History of Benalia usually just win you the game. So, and it looks like, I don't know how... I guess people are logging similar or same decks here. And you can see the win rate is quite good historically. People who are using this tracker are winning 341 to 206. So it seems to have an average of about a 60% win rate across everyone playing. Obviously, my experience is an outlier. Like, we got amazing hands, we got really good timely top decks, and that is kind of what it takes to get to Mythic, I think, that quickly. But even with average draws, we probably would have gotten there pretty reliably before the new set releases. So anyways, like I said, I have to go to work. But now we're kind of free to build some fun decks over the next couple of days. And then, of course, on Thursday, the 17th, we have the new cards. So congrats to us. Congrats to everyone who stuck it out with me. This weekend was quite the emotional roller coaster, trying to find the right deck, losing back down to Diamond 4 again, getting back up to Diamond 2. It was just kind of yo-yoing around. And so yeah, if you've made Mythic, post below, let me know how you did it. Did you do it like in a rogue way, like we were trying to do? Like we were trying to do it with green white. We were trying to find a deck that kind of beat the metagame, and ultimately the solution was just to play the metagame and win. So I don't know if that's something about Best of One that's going to improve as they continue to design cards for it, or if that's something that we should kind of expect for the next many few seasons. This new set's really going to test whether or not these strategies can be beaten, because it just felt like no matter how hard we tried to metagame to beat both white and red, we couldn't. And playing on the white side now, I understand why. I mean, the boards you build are robust. I had a game that I think wasn't recorded this morning where I just beat a fog player on turn 4. Like, I had the play. They tapped out on turn 3 to enchant their land and gain 3 life, and I just played turn 4. I played a Lord and just killed them. Like, they're just dead. I killed them from like 18. And I'm sure that person felt like absolutely safe to tap out and gain 3 life in the process. Felt safe at 18. They were just dead. And obviously they're metagaming to beat exactly the deck that we were piloting. So no other deck in the format seems to do it. This deck is fairly cheap. It's fairly cheap with the cost of the rares that you would be crafting for it are pretty specific to the deck. Well, Marshal and Legion's Landing are pretty specific to the deck. History is a more commonly used card. Loxodon can be played in like other white X decks where Marshal might not be played. But other than that, I mean, the fact that it doesn't use duels, like I think anyone who's new to the game or looking for a deck that doesn't cost them a lot of wild cards, you could build this deck and pretty easily crush. And hopefully you enjoyed the games. All right, I do actually really have to go, so I'm gonna get these uploaded and then I'll publish them at work. But yeah, thanks again, everybody. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Check out the stream, twitch.tv/TheMemoryLapse. And I hope you all are looking forward to the new set. Be sure to hit me up on Twitter or post in the comments also like what kind of decks you're interested in looking at, because we're going to be brewing a lot of stuff come next weekend. All right, that's it. Later, everybody. Oh, hit stop recording.